All right, Harrison, so for Tuesday and Friday, you have a dynamic warm-up series that's going to be track and field based, or activities that are going to help you work on upright sprinting mechanics and also acceleration mechanics, because the way you run upright pretty much looks the same as you do when you accelerate. The only difference is when you accelerate, you're tipped over. You're leaning a little bit. So the way that you'll do this is these are called bleeding efforts or bleeds, which means that you'll start with one activity, and as you go from cone to cone or across that 10-yard space, you'll transition into another drill to finish the exercise off. So you can use the cord, use cones. The first one that you'll do is an A march to an A skip. So you want an A march for approximately 5 yards, and then you want an A skip, bleed into the A skip, and A skip for about 5 to 10 yards. Then you'll turn around and you'll do the exact same thing coming back. Again, the big focus here is front side mechanics and still kind of allowing the whole foot to end up touching the ground, but trying to get off the ground as quick as you can, and then getting the arms involved to aid in these movements. So letting the arms swing forward and backwards. If you're having a really hard time feeling your upper body turn or feeling your arms get involved, it looks really, really weird, but it helps a bit. You can turn your palms so they face forward this way, and that'll help you get that rotation and kind of help counterbalance the upper body with the lower body, because the upper body has to be in sync with the lower body for all this stuff to kind of come together. So first one, A march here, A march here for 5 yards. Once you hit that 5-yard spot, you'll just bleed and transition into an A skip. The next one is going to be a single exchange, marching single exchange into a high knee skip single exchange. So the single exchange is just here. You'll carry that out for about 5 yards. Once you hit 5 yards, you'll go into the single exchange. So it's going to be as many bounces as you need to feel comfortable, usually 3 to 6 depending on the person. I tend to do more, like 4 to 6, and then switch. And then as you switch, you get right back into the next rhythm and bounce on the opposite foot. So again, that one's going to be down and back. The next one that you have is an A run. So you're going to be doing the same motion the whole time. You're just going to speed the A run up as you go through this. So to do the A run, you'll start here. And as you go through that space, slowly and gradually transition from that slower A run to really getting the legs involved up and down like a piston. Go to the end, turn around, come back. Very last one is going to be a straight leg skip or a straight leg march. It's a straight leg skip. So you'll start straight legs marching. Then you go into your straight leg skip. Big thing with this one, stay tall. You want to think about keeping that toe pulled up. And we're just kicking the foot out in front of the body a little bit. We're not getting up super high, and we're just pulling that foot right back down underneath the body the whole time. I have a hard time getting my arms involved, but when I do that particular one, you want to make sure you have a nice fluid upper body that kind of matches your lower body. So you'll do that twice a week. That's going to be your dynamic warm-up or track series that you go through. Again, it's a 5-yard starting exercise, bleed into the next one, do that one for 5 to 10 yards, shut it down, turn around, come back the other way.